y'all, Dr. Fukk here with another Ask Dr. Fukk video. I put up the questions for only an hour. I mean, the video for only an hour for you guys to ask questions. If you missed out, I'm sorry. I'll have more in the future. But let's get started here. A lot of questions in this 1 hour. And thank you all for the questions. The first question, they're not in order, but here we go. Kiss, also Nintendo fan and everyone's friend, including me. He asked, can you dress up as Santa Claus again? Yeah, but during Christmas, dude. It's like February. Angelo says, do you think the whole Angelo Scanzelli, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, Angelo? Do you think the whole End of the Road show is lip sync, including all vocals and the instruments? I'm not sure, but I think, no, it's not all lip sync, and I don't think everything's lip synced. I think certain parts of it are in lip sync. That's what I think. Could be wrong, because I don't work for Kiss. Mark F. wrote, with less than 50% of tickets sold for the next week's Arizona show, will Kiss cancel due to Paul having the flu, curtains off sections, or just act like they're playing for a full house with Gino flying out to the empty or curtained up off upper deck? I think they're gonna play it. You know, the contracts are signed, and I don't think Kiss is like Vinnie Vincent, so I think it will be played. We'll see if I'm right. All right, Eddie Banyan said, I understand that Michael Brandvoid used to work behind the scenes in porn. Is it possible that he was a cum shot that never dried but came to life? Is that actually possible? Can that happen? That'd be wild. Crazy. He might not remember me, and maybe a lot of you don't know. I don't listen to that podcast anymore. I did years ago when Kiss was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I made a video about it. They brought it up. He said not so many kind things about me, and then I said, hey, have me on the show, and he never replied, and that was the end of that. And then soon after, they made a show called Eric Carr Was Just a Drummer. And I was like, I get it. You're just trying to stir the pot so people will come, and you're going to get a lot of ratings, and it works. I think that Michael Brandvoid guy's a genius. He says things, controversial things, so people talk about him. There's so many people that don't like that podcast, but yet they can't help but listen. And I know there's a lot of people that don't like me, but they can't help but watch. But unlike him, I don't do this shit for a reaction. I'm just talking the truth. I'm not gonna, make things to make people angry. I just bring up, the truth. Let's say, like if I thought Eric Carr was just a drummer, even if I thought that, I don't think I would make a video about it, because I know he's much loved, especially since he passed away. By the way, I don't think he's just a drummer. He was fucking awesome. To me, he was the best part of the Kiss 80 shows. His drum solos were always different. God bless, rest in peace, and as far as Three Sides, they're never gonna have me on. So and I'm not gonna. As you all know, I don't really talk about them. I just brought them up the other day because somebody brought it to my attention that I have more subscribers and more viewers than them, and they are the biggest Kiss podcast, and they have connections. This guy, worked for Kiss at one point, I remember, and I know all of them. They get free tickets and stuff, because of, the connection with Kiss. So, me, I'm just some fucking idiot in Miami Beach in my little man cave talking about Kiss. And most of what I say is fact, not to start shit, not to get people angry, though I do, because truth hurts. All right. Elway2K said, do you lip sync when making this video? No, I don't at all. Vinny Russo, did you hear about AC/DC releasing a new album with Brian Johnson later in 2019? Yes, I did hear about that. I saw the little article where Brian Johnson said something to the effect of, I'm sick of denying it. Yes, I'm on the next AC/DC album. Yes, I did hear about that. Weston Winkle, I like that guy. He's an awesome dude. He's on the podcast page. I believe on Almost Human as well on Facebook. Weston Winkle asks, favorite thrash show you went to in the 80s? Also, just wanted to keep up the great content and thanks for all the entertainment. See you in tonight's stream, brother. Take care. That's right. Tonight I'm going to be on a live stream. Hopefully I'll remember to put the link below. The Dr Fukk page. And it's always fun. The last one I did was probably my favorite one, so let's see if I can top it. Favorite thrash, man. So many good ones. Probably, goddamn. Oh man, probably the time I saw Violence at the Button South. It was Testament and Violence. Violence was so amazing that they had to call in the cops. And then Testament played 3 songs, and the pit started up again, and a whole riot broke out. But that was probably my favorite performance of the 80s. But overall, the best thrash show I ever saw in my life was Thrash of the Titans in San Francisco. I flew out there in 2001, I think. What a lineup. A lot of reunions, and Paul Bailoff, one of his last shows, he died like 2 weeks later, and Violence was amazing. All right, next question. Star Captain 7733 says, I understand that Tommy and Eric are wearing the Spaceman and Catman makeup, and that gets people angry, but do they really deserve people telling them to kill themselves over it? I'm not saying you have said it. I'm talking about other people. I just don't think people should tell Eric or Tommy to jump off a bridge over makeup. Well, I'm not one to tell people what to do. I mean, I think the people that say it don't really mean it, and the people that really do mean it, their parents suck. Why would you wish death on people that don't molest kids or murder people? It's just makeup. I personally hate it, but I wouldn't wish death on them for that. So that's what I think. All right, Shinox, am I pronouncing that right? Do you think Kiss Meets the Phantom predicted the future? We currently have 2 fake guys, and one of the 4 is basically an android mimicking his vocals. That's a good point, and I know I made a video years ago where I spliced in Kiss Meets the Phantom with Devereaux, and I would add clips of current Kiss with it to make it look like, you know, Tommy and Eric were his robots. But anyway, yeah, I tackled that one years ago. So yeah, I think that. Shane6 says, if you had to be stranded on a desert island with one musician to help you survive, who would you choose? Diamond David Lee Roth, because that guy's been to the Amazon, climbs mountains. I'd have to say Diamond Dave. And plus, I'm a huge fan of Van Halen with Diamond Dave, and I can't stand Sammy Hagar. Okay, Matt Morbid says, if you choose your own Big 4 of thrash, who's your Big 4? Okay, good question. All right, you know what? I'll keep 2 of the Big 4 in there. Slayer, because they fucking rule. You know, I mean, I'm not a big fan of Slayer after Seasons, but that's just monumental. Speed metal perfection. Metallica, no matter what anybody says about that band, and believe me, I gave up on Metallica around the Black Album. I love Hardwired, but the reason I'd stick Metallica in the Big 4, because in my opinion, I think they are the first band to do a complete thrash album. Yeah, you can bring up Except Fast as a Shark, Exciter by Judas Priest, Symptom of the Universe by Black Sabbath, hell, even Queen, Stone Cold Crazy. Very thrashy songs, but not complete thrash albums. The other two, Violence is my favorite thrash band of all time, so I gotta stick them on there. And damn, who would be number 4? Number 4 of thrash. Damn. It's a tough one. Can I say 5? Yeah, I can. Oh, you just said I can. Overkill and Dark Angel. All right. Frank the Dank Tank. Do you like the Beatles? Yes, I absolutely love the Beatles. I own every single album they ever did. Official album. I have the mono box set, 180 gram. And I'm a huge fan. I think, personally, Paul McCartney and John Lennon were the greatest songwriters of all time. So you can say I'm a fan. Blimpus. Dr. Fukk, what's your take? What's your take way back when Graham Oliver split from the band and formed his own thing he called Oliver Dawson's Saxon? I have a DVD they made and I love Graham as a player, but this really chapped my hide. Long live Biff and the real Saxon. You know what? I never heard it, so I can't really comment, but I am a huge Saxon fan. Actually, I think next month I'm driving 4 hours to see Saxon up in Tampa. It'll be my 3rd time. I saw him on the Denim and Leather tour, open for Triumph on the Allied Forces tour here in Miami. I flew to New York like 2 years ago to see him with UFO at the BB Kings. Huge fan of Saxon. And I'd like to see that DVD. I do own the Heavy Metal Thunder DVD where Biff really goes off on them, and that's probably my favorite part of that DVD. Absolutely love Saxon. Huge fan. Patrick Kish. What do you do for a living? I work for the city of Miami Beach. I don't really want to go into details what I do, because there's a lot of pricks out there that might, I don't know what they can do. But yeah, I have a city job, and I got 8 more years to go, and I can retire. Travis 2000. Hi, Doc. What are the heaviest bands you like beyond thrash and such as death metal bands, etc.? Yeah, I like some death metal, like probably the heaviest of the, because I'm very much old school death metal. Nothing really has grabbed me since. The only current bands I like that are death metal are Corrodia and Hail of Bullets, and I believe Hail of Bullets broke up. But Immolation probably is the heaviest of the ones I love. I love Obituary, Deicide, Death, and my favorite death metal band of all time, Morbid Angel, but I think Immolation's probably the heaviest out of them all. From Yonkers. All right. Super Kiss 1200 says, besides Kiss, what other bands do you listen to? A shitload. I did a list. Well, actually, somebody did a list asking me what bands do I like over Kiss, and I named 14 bands. Now, I think that, I know that contributed to me not being his friend anymore, and I've had comments too of people like attacking me for not having Kiss as my #1 band, and I think, Kiss fans are strange. They take it personal. Just because, they're number 15, hey man, if they're number 15 on my list, the amount of music, the amount of bands I love, that's pretty high on the list. And I own every single Kiss official release on 180 gram and pretty much all the original pressings. I have them all on CD, I have the box set, I have two books of DVDs, over 400 bootlegs of Kiss. I'm a huge Kiss fan. Just because they're number 15 doesn't mean shit to me. And I also want to bring up somebody the other day. I made a video where I said, look, I hate the Scabs, but I love Monster. So the guy said, well, that means you're a Scab lover. Kiss fans are strange. All right. Tammy Sully, my future ex-wife. I mean, future wife. Ex-wife. I don't know. Tammy, if you take offense to me cheating on you, then yeah, you might be an ex-wife. And nothing against you. I'm a whore. First. Well, she's the first to comment. I guess that's what it means. All right, Eric Von Whedon, or Wedden. How did you quit drinking? Did you get help like AA, or just said enough is enough and just quit? No, actually, let me take a sip here. Vodka. Not just kidding. This is ultralight, whatever the fuck they call that little powder thing. It's really good. The way I quit drinking, it's funny because I did have a bit of an alcohol problem in the 90s, early 90s, not to get into the personal shit, but somebody very special passed away and I hit the bottle real hard. But I stopped doing that shit, and I had to stop drinking vodka. But I still loved my Jack and Coke and the occasional beers and shit, and some Jaeger. And what's that other one? Oh, it doesn't matter. Anyway, so what happened, it was 5 years ago. I was at work and I got this pain so bad in my stomach. We had to call the ambulance and take me to the hospital. And all I remember about that night was screaming, "Give me something!" And I don't remember nothing else. And then I woke up and I had like a doctor over me and some of my family members telling me that it was my pancreas, and that, are you a heavy drinker? I go, no, I like my Jack and Coke. I would drink a Jack and Coke maybe twice a month on my day off if I was chilling at home. Like when I did the Kiss Meets the Phantom commentary during those years, I loved my Jack and Coke. So I had to quit drinking because of that, because of my pancreas. So it wasn't AA, it wasn't enough is enough. It was drink and die. So I'd rather thrash. Alright, so that's why. That's how I did it. Health issues. Jeff Hallett, I love that guy. Have you gotten around to listening to the Justice box set? What are your thoughts of the '89 record? I fucking love it. I fucking love it too, brother. There's so much shit in that box set. I haven't gotten around to listening to all the shows and stuff, but that show's fucking phenomenal. Yes. I love that show. It's fucking great. Alright, Zefferson says, "Hey man, congratulations on being the #1 single coin. I love this part of the channel. Here's my question. What's your favorite Kiss video concert footage in both makeup and non-makeup eras? Here's the tricky part. Your choice are not allowed to be released on Kissology series in any form. The point of the question is to dig a little deeper, and I know from your personal videos that you have a large collection of boots and stuff. My favorite is the Winterland show. And as far as non-makeup, that's a good question. The Revenge show. That Revenge Pro Shot, Kiss Alive 3, whatever. That would be my favorite of that. And I don't know, you want me to, as far as bootlegs go, I love the Creature show in Montreal, even though it's not that close. Also the Lick It Up show in Montreal, phenomenal. Those would probably be my favorite bootlegs. Steve Anderson, are you seeing Ace Frehley on his current tour? I saw the January 23rd show in Seattle, Washington. Thanks, Doctor. You sound better. 20 thumbs up from me. Blue Kool-Aid drinker and owner of Kiss Millennium Show Red Beer Cup. Caught it in row 8. Peace. Awesome, dude. I did see Ace maybe like 3 months ago at a festival down here, and it was great. I loved his band. They were just fucking awesome. So, and I've seen Ace play shitty shows. I've seen him be sloppy and not good, and I've seen Ace play phenomenal shows, and the last one was phenomenal. So everybody that says Ace can't play no more, fuck you. Jay Stone, yo doctor, what the fuck? It's Friday night, brother. My son and I want to know if Tommy and Eric have their own makeup. Would you go to the new show? Keep thrashing and bashing, 666. No, because of really Paul Stanley. Excuse me. I saw the Monster Tour, and when I walked out of that show, I vowed never to go see them again. So, no, but boy, it would be great if they did have their own makeup or no makeup. But you need Ace Frehley and Peter Criss's image to sell product, because Peter and Ace rule. Thank you. Peggy 18. I know you said in discussions on the podcast that you don't really have an ear for production, but do you think there's a problem with modern metal productions sounding too similar without much crunch or rawness to the sound? Case in point, most of all Nuclear Blast thrash productions. No, not really. Like I said, I don't have an ear for it. Though I gotta say, I do like the warmth of analog. The first Thrash or Die album, Post-Holocaust, it was done on Pro Tools and stuff, but it was done through a filter, an analog filter. I don't know too much about my old drummer was the one that produced the album and mixed it. Somebody else mastered it. And it does have that warmth of analog feel, so I love that. So I'll take that over the newer production. But I love newer production. Is what's the name of that band? Damn it. God damn it. Whatever. There's a band I think on Nuclear Blast that I absolutely love. I think they're on Nuclear Blast. Okay, Zefferson asks another question. Do you know, in between groping other people's wives, if Gene had properly recorded any of his shows for an official release of some kind down the road? Nah, I don't think so. It'd be nice, because that band rules. I never saw the Gene Simmons band, but I saw the Gene Simmons band with Ace, and they're fucking great. So hopefully, be nice, but I don't think so. John Ross, what do you think of Three Sides of the Coin's position on Kiss? Like I said earlier, I don't listen to Three Sides, so I don't know what their position is. I have seen people comment about them and how they're pro Kiss and they accept the lip syncing and stuff like that. But, that's people talking, so I haven't heard it myself. But I think everybody should have a voice. Those that defend it, I don't want to shut anybody down. I'm all for free speech, so more power to them. I don't listen to them, and I don't have no grudge toward them. The guy Tommy Summer is on my friends list, and we have chatted a couple times on Messenger. He's always been nice and respectful toward me, so. But no, I just don't listen to them, and I think the reason I don't listen to them is like what I said earlier. When I saw the whole, Eric Carr is just a drummer, I thought, I see what this guy's doing. He's fishing, and that gets a lot of attention. And no disrespect to anybody out there that doesn't like him and still listens to him, but I felt like if I kept listening to him, I was playing into his game and I'd be a sucker. No offense, but that's how I feel. I don't want to feel like a sucker and listen to the people just to get a reaction, or because believe it or not, if I was to listen to them every week, I'd probably have a show talking about them and the things they say, according to a lot of comments I get. And I never want to be in that position, so. All right, Angel A. I do listen to Kiss Facts. I watch them, and they are very opposite of what I think. And, but, they do it in a way that doesn't offend, that's not trying to offend people. So. And I've met that Julian Gill guy, and he's a nice guy. He probably, I met him at the Pro, and he was very nice to me and stuff, but, I was watching the last one, and, he was a little touchy about the lip syncing thing and how people are, and I hope that doesn't affect my friendship with the guy. I dug his books. The Elder and that Gene Simmons Vault supplement. And I think he's a really great guy, and hopefully he's like me that doesn't get upset with people with different opinions. Hopefully, because I like the guy. And by the way, somebody left me a comment saying that on the Kiss Facts message board, I'm very hated there. So I want to say hi. Hi, people at Kiss Facts message board. How you doing? All right.